By 1968, the Mustang brand was 4 years old. I myself was 10 years old, and like everybody of the era of this car, was in love with the Mustang. The buzz about this car was electrifying. Not only was it more sporty and more personal and just simply more fun than just about anything on the market, it had the best resale ever. Everybody was waiting for, if they didn't already have a Mustang, the used Mustang they might be able to buy when it comes on the market. But a lot of people, a lot of owners wouldn't sell their cars. They kept them for years. They're what I call long-term owners. This is one of those cars. The owner I purchased it from owned it 37 years. That's a long, long time. He was so in love with this Mustang and the vintage Mustang culture, he actually became a national level Mustang Club of America judge. Now that's really cool. That's becoming part of the Mustang culture. During his 37 years of ownership, he not only restored, improved, and changed the vehicle to his taste, he also kept it in perfect mechanical condition, ready for on-demand usage for family and friends, and it's a regular in local San Antonio parades and car shows. It's just one of those Mustangs that's just lived a really good life. Now, another special thing about this Mustang is it's loaded with options, some of them which are just super rare. Let me see if I can get through this list. Power top, power steering, power disc brakes, air conditioning, C-Code 289 V8, C4 automatic, console, and the console with a convenience light, indicators, very rare, tachometer, clock, headrest seats, one of my favorites, deluxe parchment interior, deluxe wood grain steering wheel, the AM/FM radio, stereo radio with the speakers in the doors, tilt-away steering wheel, blinker hood, style steel wheels, the white line tires, deluxe wheel well molding, the folding glass top, convertible top, remote driver's mirror, passenger side mirror. Many of the GT design elements are on this car. Now, some of the upgrades are Petronix ignition, sequential LED taillights, the clock's been converted to quartz, and let me show you these really cool electric door windows. Okay, so I mentioned the car had electric windows. Now check this out, standard window crank from 1968, anything but standard. Both front windows are power windows. That is just super cool. Now, let's start it up and listen to the motor. Okay, there you have it. Smooth running, little Hall of Fame 289. Very nice original presentation under here. Everything looks super clean, very, very factory-like. Original type compressor. And check out the cruise control components over here. You probably will never see that again. In my 40 years of being in love with these cars, it's the first one I've ever seen. Okay, come on back and listen to the exhaust note. Got the dual exhaust with factory style GT tips. Sounds great. Let's go for that test drive. Well, okay, we finally made it to the highway here, and we'll go highway speeds. This little 289, of course, has absolutely no problem going highway speeds. You might not know that in '68, the first batch of cars, early in '68, still had 289s. The Hall of Fame 289 was still in production or still being put in cars, and soon thereafter it was replaced by the 302. So the remaining 1968 Mustangs, and most 1968 Mustangs have the 302, and this is an early 1968 Mustang. It's got the 289. Pretty cool. So how does it drive? That's the important question. Well, it drives good. Now, in 1968 terms, it drives pretty much like it did when it was brand new. It's a super tight car, goes down the road silky smooth, almost no rattles whatsoever. Very impressive for a convertible. And that's what I love about this car. It's just a good survivor, well-maintained, loved and looked after example. Okay, watch how nice and easy the power steering is. It's a great option. I mean, you can turn it with one finger if you chose to. Very easy to turn. And likewise, the power disc brakes are really good performance on this car, and quite impressive actually. Okay, I'm fixing to go over some pretty serious railroad tracks, and I'll do it with no hands. It's a very stable car. No problem. The shifts are perfect and smooth. I don't know if you picked up on it. I don't know if the mic will pick up on the car as it's shifting gears, but I'll pull over here right here and see if you can hear me going through the gears. Okay, we're at a complete standstill. Here we go. So we're 65 miles per hour. It's shifted into high, and she's, let's see, at 65 miles per hour. I'm going, it looks like about 2,300 RPM. It's got a nice highway gear. Of the many options, it's got this really cool stereo radio.
Lean on rocks. Purpose model Spanish rock. Take up.
Now it's stereo radio because it has, well, it's AM FM, which was an optional. They had an optional AM FM stereo radio, and that's what this is. But it's stereo because it's got speakers in the door. It's a really cool option, and speaker in the dash. And for 1968, it's pretty hi-fi tunes. Sounded pretty good. Sounds okay today. Well, I hope you enjoyed the test drive. Click like if you enjoyed it. Also subscribe and go to our website, myrod.com. That site is my son and I's, and we love the classic car experience, and we like sharing the experience, and we would especially like it if you share that experience with us. Come back often.